A Republican official in Missouri has a new, interesting redefinition of what the word racist actually means, and he revealed it at a Tea Party for Trump rally earlier this week. He said, Donald Trump is for Americans first. He's for us first. It's not selfish to support or to be for your neighbor, as opposed to someone from another nation. And Mexicans, that's not a race. You're not racist if you don't like Mexicans. They're from a nation.
Yeah.
They're also our neighbors, which is odd that he used the word nation. So that's Ed Martin, former Missouri Republican Party head. It's not racist to hate Mexicans because they come from a country.
Okay, so let's clarify a couple things. First of all, when he says it's not selfish to want to help your neighbor instead of your neighbor, instead of your neighboring
Closer
nation.
neighbor.
Yeah, actually, it is selfish. And it's okay. We do a lot of selfish things, and it's a normal human reaction to want to help yourself, your family first, your friends, your neighbors, and then further and further out. Yeah. And you get less and less interested as you go further out. But it is selfish. Mm-hmm. So, and when he says neighbors, he means me, right? He means like help yourself first, okay? Mm-hmm. Let's help me first, and then we'll worry about Mexico, okay? So that's a smaller point. The larger point is, no, it is racist. These guys think that they're being clever.
That is very clever.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Mexico's technically not a race. Got you. And so they do this about Muslims all the time. In fact, he did it about Muslims. Mm-hmm. He then said, like, oh, there could be black Muslims, white Muslims, green Muslims, right? So it's not racist. Yeah. Okay, first of all, congratulations on your technicality. Second of all, yes, that's a different word. That means you're a bigot.
Yeah.
But wow! Congratulations! No, you graduated up to bigot.
Here's the thing: they didn't graduate. They're still racist because it's not true in two different ways. Yes, technically Mexicans are people who come from Mexico, but I have a feeling that random white guy in Mexico you don't hate quite as much, which implies to me that it's not the nation; it is in fact the race. And it's not like they only don't like Mexicans. They don't like Guatemalans or Hondurans or people from El Salvador or Haiti or any of those countries in Latin and South America because it's not about the fucking it's not about the nation. It's about the race. Okay?
Yeah. I can't imagine this guy being like, oh, people from El Salvador. Oh, I love those guys.
Yeah. They're not Mexicans, are they? Oh, I don't like that nation.
Okay. And then finally, guys, it's not okay, whatever word you want to put on it, to say I hate Mexicans. Like, you don't win a prize for even if it's technically not racism, but it's a different ugly word.
Yeah.
Because, and let me explain the distinction. So, for example, I don't like the current Turkish government. I happen to be opposed to it. It's not my political philosophy, and they've done things that I'm not in favor of. It's one thing to say I don't like the actions of the Turkish or Mexican government. It's another thing to say I hate all Turks. But hey, Turk's not a race.
It's a nation.
I got you,
it's
right?
A nation.
And not all Turks.
Start that hashtag.
Right. So, yes, it's totally acceptable to say that I disagree with the government currently in power in Mexico. It is a totally different thing to say, it's okay to say I hate Mexicans.
Yeah.
No,
I think
it's not okay.
Too much credit. I don't think he just disesagrees with the Mexican government.
Yeah, look, I'm trying to be as open-minded as I possibly can.
You're being too nice. You must be in a good mood.
The thought that this guy would know the different policy positions of different Mexican governments is unimaginable. No. Right? It's not like, he's like, oh, Peña's in office. Well, I like that a lot better than I like Vicente Fox. Okay, well, now Mexico's not so bad.
Yeah.
Right? No, I think that he's had this position for quite some time. You know how the Young Turks beat CNN Online? With you guys, with members helping us to do it. You know what the members said?
Anybody can be beat.
And then we said, once we'd done it.
To all the non-believers. How did that? To all the non-believers. Especially you, Tom Jackson.
You know what? You guys become a member, you could be part of that team too. And I know what you're thinking.
Can't wait.
So go right now. TYTnetwork.com/join.